IGCSE First Language English, Paper 2, Descriptive Writing. Let's talk about technique. Now, you know that when it comes to description, you do not want to be vague and general. You want to be specific and detailed, right? I always tell my students, if you see a picture, don't just say, there's a picture on the wall. Tell me what that picture is all about. What's the frame looking like? What is this, a scenery, landscape? Mountains, like the cow grazing the fields? Like, is this a portrait of a particular person? What are they holding? What are they doing? What's their background, right? Be specific, give me details. But that's level 1. If you want to be advanced and stand out and get that A star, you have to be very aware of the mood and atmosphere you are trying to create, that you are choosing, right? Very much like how stories, they have genres, like, oh, is this a comedy? Is this an action? Is this a thriller? Is this horror, right? Like descriptive writing, you have to choose a dominating emotion and you must make your readers feel that, right? Like, is my 5 paragraphs, is this going to be happy? Is this going to make people feel happy? Is this going to make people feel sad? Is this going to make people feel angry? And the words you're choosing, it's going to be different. The details that you will be focusing on, it's going to be different depending on these feelings, these emotions, even in real life, right? Depending on your mood, if you're happy or sad or angry or scared, like your camera, these eyes, they have a filter. They're going to notice different things, right? And that's the same. You have to bring that energy to your writing. Let me give you an example. Let's take this past year paper. May, June 2021, variant 22. Question 2. Describe trying to sleep before an important day. Now, there's some leeway here. You get to choose what's the important day. And in that vein, you get to choose the emotion here. Because if the important day is that it's a long-awaited holiday, now, that's going to make you feel like you have to choose words that convey excitement and joy and cheer, right? But then, if the important day is like a big exam, then you want to focus on emotions of anxiety, nervousness, panic, right? So you get to choose what's this important day and what's the overall emotion that you want us to feel, the readers feel, from your descriptive writing essay, right? Of course, you can do a bit of contrast where one emotion goes into a different emotion, but it must be there for a reason and it must be suitable and justified, right? So let's talk about that picture on the wall for a second, right? So if it's like a happy holiday tomorrow, then I'm going to use happy words and happy details for that picture. For example, I'm going to say, through my warm and bright night lamp, I see my beautiful and brilliant painting on the wall of a young girl, gorgeous golden locks, shimmering sapphire eyes, and rosy cheeks, smiling widely in a field of sunflowers. So that's going to make people feel, wow, that's beautiful, that's happy, that's wonderful, right? But then, imagine if the big day is that really terrible exam. Now, you're looking at the same picture, but you're going to describe it differently. You're going to choose different details, different words. And this is what the examiner will clock. Okay, so then you would go, the once beautiful portrait on the wall now seems haunted. The young girl looks like she had aged in the dim glow of my night lamp. Her hair more gray than gold, her icy blue eyes piercing my soul, and the corner of her lip upturned in a smirk, judging me for how unprepared I am for tomorrow's exam. Do you see how it's the same picture, but because we are using a different lens, a different emotion, we are choosing different words and different pieces of details? This is what makes you a great writer, where you're not simply writing, you're choosing everything carefully. Well, if you want to learn these techniques, hire me to be your tuition teacher today and we can level up your descriptive writing essays.